Abigail's Lisbon land. In Lisbon's hills, where winter's touch is mild, a PhD dream unfolds. A new life's built. From Guagualada's heat and dusty haze, she traded seasons for Europe's gentle gaze. Welcome to my channel. Hello, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Abigail and I am a Nigerian living in Portugal. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Here we talk about lifestyle, we talk about living abroad, we give you organic content, lifestyle vlogs and everything in between. This is like 1 year and few months working and studying in Portugal. So happy anniversary to moi. I said I'm not going to talk about anything concerning how to relocate, my experience and all of that until I clock 1 year or more in Portugal. So from now on, I'll be talking about how to relocate to Portugal from Africa, everything about Portugal. Now I am very comfortable to talk about it because I feel that since I've been here for more than 1 year, I have had so many experiences, so I can be comfortable and bold enough to talk about things about Portugal. So without wasting so much of our time, let's dive right into the video for today. Welcome back. So today I want to talk about things I wish I knew before moving abroad. It's not like people have not been saying it. You know, so many people saying abroad life is lonely, traveling out and living alone outside is very lonely. Of course people have been saying that, but I was like, I beg, you know, I was like, oh, forget it. When I go, I won't be lonely. I'm an introvert. Even in my country, I stay indoors, I don't go out, blah 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 blah. But when I came here, the first 2 months everything was okay because I was still excited that I had traveled abroad. I mean, I was so happy. 3 months passed, 4 months, the 5th month loneliness hit me so hard because I was trying to get a job, I was going to school, trying to take care of tuition fees by myself because I was the one sponsoring my tuition. Like, I didn't have a scholarship for my PhD studies, so I was paying tuition, I was going to school, I was paying rent without a job. I was here all by myself. I had no one when I came to Portugal. No friends, I knew nobody, no help from anywhere. Man, loneliness hit me and I was like, oh, is this what they were talking about, that when you travel abroad loneliness will hit you? I'm like, oh, now I am experiencing that. So loneliness is real abroad. Like, but what you can do is, I mean, with time I found out that I would have tried to make friends, I would have like belonged to one community or the other, try to make sure that my social life is better compared to when I was in my country. Because when I was in my country, I'm like I said before, I'm an introvert. I don't go out often, I hardly make friends and all of that. So after the 5th month when loneliness hit me, then the 6th month it was so much because I was still job hunting. Actually, I didn't have a job until like 1 year, or 1 year, I think 9 months going to 1 year. That's when I got a job, after doing applications like every day, going out to apply. So you know what they say, an idle man is a devil's workshop. So I guess that is why, or that was why the loneliness hit me to the extent that I was depressed. Yes guys, I was depressed. But anyways, I will recommend, or I will advise that when you travel abroad, try to belong to a community. For example, we have Nigerian community of people in Portugal, like Nigerians in Portugal. That's what the group is all about. And they actually set up social gatherings and stuff like that, but I wasn't attending any of those social events because, like I said, I'm an introvert. So I took that mentality abroad. I was always indoors and all of that, so I hardly go for those social events. So I would advise, if you travel abroad for the first time or for the few months that you are waiting job offers, belong to a social community. That's number one. Go to church. I mean, if you're the church type, go to church. Keep yourself busy with activities. And yeah, loneliness was the number one thing that hit me. Yes, there is one thing I did when I relocated abroad. I went on a tour. For that, I will give myself an A. I did my monthly transport card. And remember, I was only going to lectures, which wasn't every day. I wasn't going for lectures every day because it's actually a research PhD I was doing. So what I was doing, what I did was, I would just go on Google, scroll through places I can visit. So I was going out almost every day. I was touring the city of Lisbon. So that is also another thing to do, to try to make sure you don't feel that lonely. The second thing I would love to talk about is getting a job. Oh my goodness. You see this topic about getting a job when you first relocate abroad? Like, it's, anytime I talk about it, it stresses me because I think about the 8 to 9 months that I kept applying for jobs like every day. I was applying for jobs online every day. I was going out to look for jobs every day. At a point, I didn't care what kind of job it was, as long as I'm going to be paid something every month. Because all the money I came with got finished. At a point, it will, if you don't get a job. I remember I and my roommates, as at that time, if you've been watching my videos from when I relocated, you know Fumi, my first roommate in the hostel. I remember every day we are going to go out and look for a job. Like, we will go to every restaurant, we will go to, in fact, anywhere at all that we can get a job, we will go there and try to get a job. As at the same time we were applying online and all of that, but we did not get a job. I did not get a job until I clocked 9 months in Portugal before I got a job. Like, it was not like it's not something like that, but I was like, okay, since this is the only thing available, let me just take this. So it is that bad. Like, it is not easy to get a job. Any country you go to, any country you just relocated to, it takes time. Although some people are lucky, there are a few people I've seen that they relocated, and even some people that came here, I came before them, they just came, like in 3 months they got something, even if it's not something nice, anything, but they got something, and I was still looking for a job. So, you know, everybody's situation is different, let me just put it that way. But getting a job is not easy when you relocate. No matter the country you relocate to, it's hard to get a job. Just prepare yourself for like 1 year, so get enough money that will sustain your rent, like generally your bills. If you're traveling as a student, like I did, get enough money that will take care of your tuition for like 1 year. Yes. And yeah, just be prepared, okay? Because reality will kick in. So yeah, now on the job about Portugal. You know, Portugal, they speak Portuguese, and you are coming from an English country, you cannot speak Portuguese. Most places you go to, like the restaurants and the bars that you want to go and work, they will ask you, fala Portuguese, like, can you speak Portuguese? And once you say no, they'll say, oh, sorry, we can't give you a job. It happened to me, it happened to my roommate. It happens. That's what is happening in Portugal. So have that at the back of your mind, okay? Next thing I want to talk about is work and school. If you are relocating as a student, you need to have a job to be able to pay your bills. Even if you come with enough money, one day that money will finish. If you don't have a stipend coming in, if you don't have like a monthly salary coming in, or maybe an investment where you'll be getting money every month. If you don't have a job, you don't have a business giving you money, it means you will have to work. Now, for example, you are a student, you're going to school, and you're also working. The stress. Huh? Look at me, the way I came from my country. Like, if you watched my first video when I came in to Portugal, and then look at me now. Are you not seeing that work and school is stressful? So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that combining work and school when you travel abroad is not easy. It's hard. That is the word. It's hard. I'm talking from experience. It's hard. It's not easy. I am doing a PhD. I have seminars. I have research. I have lectures. I still have to go to work every day. Imagine that. So I'm juggling work and school, work and school, work and school. So just have it at the back of your mind that if you're traveling abroad via study route, and of course you're going to work, it's going to be a hustle. It's going to be a hustle. So many people could not continue. They had to drop either the work or the school. So have that at the back of your mind, okay? The next thing I'm going to talk about is paying tuition fees while schooling. Where should I start from with that? Okay, let me use Portugal where I am as an example. For example, in Portugal, the minimum wage is, let's say, 9.20, 9.40, because they are about to increase the minimum wage. The minimum wage was like 8.50, yes. But now I think they have increased it, or they want to increase it to either 9.20 or 9.40 euro. So imagine you're earning 940 euro every month, and your tuition is like 2,000 euro every year. Okay, for example, I'm doing a PhD and my tuition is 2,000 euro, and let's say I earn like 900 or 850 euro. Remember, you have to pay your rent, feeding, all your bills. And for example, in Portugal, the rent is very high. You can get rent for like 400 in Lisbon, 400, 450 and above. Imagine you remove 400 from 850, which is your salary for the month, and then you have to pay tuition, and you have to buy food. Anyways, food is not a problem in Portugal. Food is not a problem in Portugal because food is actually cheap. The things that are expensive in Portugal is the rent. That's it. So imagine you have to really manage. You have to really manage. But if you're living abroad in a country where the salary or the wages are very high, that is good, and maybe the tuition is low to an extent, fine, you can manage with that. But if you're in a country like where I am, like the wages are low, paying tuition fees, going to school and everything is not easy. It is not easy at all. I will emphasize on that because I know what I'm saying. I'm talking out of experience. Especially when you don't have a scholarship, you are the one taking care of your tuition. You are the one taking care of yourself. You are the one sponsoring yourself, like me. So the next thing I want to talk about is the school timetable here. The school timetable abroad generally is a lot. It is a lot. You have to do research, you have to write your projects, you have to do seminars, you have to go to lectures and all of that. Before now I was thinking it's easy when you school abroad, compared to Africa or compared to Nigeria, but it's not. It is a lot. It is a lot. And you must concentrate and do it. You must do the seminars. You must do the research. You must go to lectures, because you see here, there are not many like the way we are many in the class in Africa. There are just few people. In one class, you can even see like just 10 people. Like, do you understand what I mean? So the lecturer knows everybody. Even if they don't know your name, they know your face. So you must come. So it is a lot, and you must concentrate. If you fail, you will rewrite it. If you fail, you will rewrite it. So we have come to the end of this video for today. Do well to subscribe, do well to leave a comment below, do well to like, do well to share this video with your friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Vale, mariachi!